Hello, I'm Jashykins, and I'm here to review the fall finale of Revolution. I'm sorry about the lateness, but why I didn't, get out earlier is sort of personal, so we'll skip over that and go right into this one. Now, this episode title is called Nobody's Fault But Mine, which I personally think should just be what Charlie's mantra is. Oh, everything's going to crap, I'm so stupid, it's nobody's fault but mine. Yay! So yeah, another title I can make fun of. Great to be back. Anyways, this episode finally had the confrontation between Miles and Monroe, which is something that I've personally been looking forward to since the very first episode. For those of you who don't know, I'm a Milo shipper, aka I ship Miles and Monroe. So I was very much looking forward to this confrontation for, not just the confrontation, but how their relationship evolved. And so their confrontation really had me on the edge of my seat because I was so invested in both characters. I wanted to see which way Miles would go and how Monroe would act. And there was a nice conversation about them with their feelings. And then Monroe was really hurt when Miles was like, I'm sorry I didn't assassinate you the first time. And then it was like, oh, please say, I don't want anyone to die. I don't want either of them to die. I mean, if I had to pick between Monroe and Miles, I'm going Miles all the way because he is awesome. So I was like, please say Miles doesn't die. Please say Miles doesn't die. And he doesn't die. So Monroe doesn't die either, if you're interested about that. And in this episode, Rachel is finally reunited with both Charlie and Danny, which is nice to see how Charlie reacts. And I personally, what do I think of Rachel? Maybe it's just because she helped Monroe out that I'm like, and how she's sort of bipolar. I swear she's fucking bipolar. She's like, 1 second this way, 1 second that way. So she's really hard to figure out, but not in a good way. So I'm sort of untrusting. And Charlie reacted well. And I must say, this episode, she really shows some balls. Because she goes right in front of the gun. She tells her mother, Rachel, basically, let them shoot me. I do not want to give up, something more important than family. So I was like clapping in the back of my mind, like, I sort of hate this character, but Charlie overall I don't like, but it's these moments like these that really show something, really show her to have promise. Unfortunately, it's bogged down by everything else in the series, but it's moments like these that really give me hope for Charlie as a character. And Miles is awesome in this episode, and he takes the gang to a friend's apartment, and then I'm going to call him Gus because that's who he played in Breaking Bad, which I have not even seen half of. I know you're probably going to shoot me now, so just get in line. Anyways, Gus comes there and is like, okay, we found you. After Miles had left, of course. And Charlie thinks that someone sold them out, and Gus is like, no, we're just smart, and you are sort of dumb. That was good that they made finding Charlie and getting about smarts rather than the biggest coincidence of the life or someone, selling them out. Which is good to find people that don't sell you out. Like, it's good that, yeah. So, yeah. It was overall good. The end of the episode, the end of the season, the fall season finale. Rachel beforehand had made these amplifiers to amplify the pendant's power to make power. And it ends with, a helicopter coming towards them and is about to fire. It's just like, how are they going to escape? Because we all know that they all are going to escape and be ready for the next one. Because this is only the fall season finale, and there are two major characters to kill. I will say that the guy I didn't like them killing this episode was Strauss. And he seemed like a good villain to continue on, especially in this episode when it's like, he looks so bad and I just wanted him to see chaos, I wanted him to be a villain through the series, and Rachel kills him. And I was like, I mean, I should be happy that a bad guy got killed, but I was like, I want to see him continue to be a bad guy. His bad guyness ended way too soon. So yeah. Does that make me a bad person? No, it doesn't. So yeah. I was sad Strauss died. I was like, no, Rachel killed someone. Another person. She killed someone the episode before. I did not review that episode just because it had been like a week, and once it comes on to the next episode, there's really no point to review the previous episode. So that's why I watch all the episodes. I just might not get to review every episode because once an episode's gotten like a week old, let me put it this way, I have a hard time enough getting views, and the newer the review is, the more views it's likely to get. Sorry, that's how it works. So yeah, it was all in all, this was a great season finale. Aaron, aka Chewy, I call him Chewy, did blow something up, and he sort of walks out of the rubble. I think that's how it ended. I remember clearly that Miles walks out, actually sort of is running in a sprint and being all awesome. I'm not obsessed. So that'll be it for this review. The episodes I plan to watch and review, though, mind you, they might be a little late. I'm going to try to get to Supernatural, American Horror Story Asylum, Last Resort, and Elementary, but just be aware it might be a day or two till I get to them. So yeah, and so long story short, Revolution, nobody's fault but mine. Good way to end the season. Some nice, powerful scenes there. A cliffhanger of an ending, and when you want to do a, some finale, you want to have a cliffhanger ending. Of course, you want to make sure that your show will continue once you put a cliffhanger like that. Listen, I like you, Born to Run, final episode of Terminator Sarah Connor Chronicles, but they knew it wasn't going to be renewed, and they went with it anyways. And but that's a rant for a whole nother video, and once I get to reviewing Terminator Sarah Connor Chronicles, I probably will I might do that whole video on that episode just ranting about the cliffhanger ending. Kidding, but maybe. So, I have been Jashykins, owner at jashykins.blogspot.com. If you want to contact me for whatever reason outside of my blog or YouTube, you can do so at facebook.com/jashykins fan page or on Twitter at jashykins. And if you really want to know what I'm planning to do, why some videos get delayed, I will usually put that in my Twitter, which then connects to my Facebook. So yeah. So if you want to stay on top of what I do and what I'm planning, definitely check out my Twitter. And if you're watching this on the YouTubes, subscribe, like, comment below. Please say something nice. And the comment section, as everyone knows on YouTube, is the home of the trolls, so why the fuck am I saying that? Anyways, if you're watching this on my blog, thank you just for watching. Comment below, share this to your friend, have fun exploring the rest of the blog. Hopefully I'll have the most recent parts of my Silent Hill Shattered Memory Let's Play up maybe tomorrow. Mind you, tonight will probably just be the uploading, and uploading takes a few hours for each part. Okay. So, if you want to help support the blog financially, if you can, and I know in the U.S. where I live, that's a really hard thing to do, and we're having sort of a hard time here. So I can totally understand if you don't do this. But if you do have the money and you do want to support me financially, you have two ways to do that. You can go to my to the donation box, and you have one or two options where you can choose from. You can use the handy dandy donate button, or you can go below and buy something from my cafe press shop. Mind you, I'm didn't mean to add something there, but yeah, long story. But that's that, and I really can't wait till Revolution continues, because while it is a series that does have a lot of hate to it, you might not get really much of that in my reviews, but just be warned, it is a good show, at least to me, but a ton of people hate it, so I really hope it continues. Not because I like to torture people or anything, but because it is a good show. And until next video, goodbye.